Morning all, just up at Lockwell, been out for the first session. Yep, he is clearing up after me. Fucking bars are twisted, kill switch is gone, plastics are fucked. Good crash.
We're back. It's been a while. Alright guys, Pitbikesonic here and we are back. It's been a while since I've done one of these sort of videos. All my last few videos have been at the track, either doing free tech or at Fab. So today we are gonna change my trusty old 125 and we're gonna put the 140 motor back in. A lot of you thought I was retiring this bike, but it is still going to be retired in some ways, but it might get the odd run out now and again. But we're doing the Moped Mayhem race at Teesside on the 30th December, which is going to be freezing cold. The last couple of years, the track has been frozen over. But there's no pit bike. There is a pit bike class, but it's open, so we could be out there against 160s, 190s. So we need to take this 125 out and put the 140 in to give us a bit more power. Because if you've been to Teesside, you'll know it has some rather long straights. So today we are going to take the 125 out and put the 140 in. Let's get on with the video. Right, before we actually drop the engine out, I'll just go through the order we're going to do things. So before you start any like taking bolts out and things like that to actually drop the engine, obvious things first, we're going to take the carb off, undo the electrics, exhaust off, things like that. Cash tray is obviously going to have to come off before you can get to the bottom bolts. And I think that is about it for that. Oil cooler pipes, that's about it really. The 125 and the 140 engine are very similar, so it's not much change really. It's just one in, one out, and hopefully we'll get this all done today. A few other things to do on the bike before the Moped Mayhem. I need to put a clutch lever on because that broke last time, and also we haven't got a rear brake. I'm going to go back to a pedal brake instead of the thumb brake because I wasn't using it anyway. So yeah, right, let's make a start. Right, so that's the carb off. I've taken the carb off completely just because it makes it easy to get the engine in and out, but while we're doing it, we might as well give this a clean out before we stick the 140 engine back in. Right, next up, oil cooler pipes. The 125 oil cooler pipes are a little longer than the 140, so we'll take them off from this end because we're going to have to change them anyway. Both pipes off. Next up, exhaust. Right, so that's as far as we can go with having it on the engine stand or centre stand, whatever you want to call it. So now we're going to start taking the catch tray off so we can get to the bolts underneath, and also it's going to make it a bit easier to get that exhaust off. There it is, yeah, try and point at the right thing. So yeah, let's get on with that. Right, nearly there now for undoing everything, but we've got the clutch cable next, and then we've got some lovely electrics to undo. I think we're nearly there to remove it. Quite a simple job. Right, so all the electrics on the 125 are totally different to the 140. So we'll get these all cut out, get these all unclipped, so when we take it out it goes away with the engine. And then we'll tuck the new 140s all up here as well, and probably give it a good clean as well because it's a bit rank. Right, so I think that's pretty much everything off now. All the wires and electrics are all disconnected, carbs off, exhaust is off, catch tray is off, so I think now it's just the 4 final bolts that hold the engine in. So we got one up here, one there, and then the 2 at the back of the footrest bar thing. So we'll get them 4 out, hopefully give it a bit of a joggle. We might have to just loosen these 2 off for the triangles, just makes it a bit easier, but we'll see how we go. Right, the moment of truth, a little tap with a hammer and the screwdriver, and this thing should come out. Babe? What? I just need you to hold the bike while I take the engine out. Right, so that is the engine out. Not as easy as I thought, as you saw it rolled away a bit, but she's out. Let's get the 140 in now. Right, so that's one bolt securing the engine in. Now we just jiggle it about to get it into place.
One week later.
Right, so week number 2, we got as far as we could with changing the engine over last week. This is now next Sunday, following from last Sunday how far we got. I had to order a few bits this week as well. Obviously I work all in the week, so this is my only day off to be able to do this stuff. So got a few more things to do today. We've got new electrics to put in. I need to put some new brake pads in. A gasket is on its way for the manifold to the carb. We're going to clean the carb out, put the right jetting in from the 140 that was in it for the 125. So all these little things to do today, so let's get on with it. Right, so I'll just show you a little bit about the electrics. These are the wires that are currently coming off the bike at the moment. So you've got 5 wires, 2 yellow and white ones redundant for lights or something like that. Then you've got your 3 that you need, your black and red, your blue and your green. And then we've got the new wiring kit down here, and as you can see we have the blue, the red and black and the green. So connect them 3 together however way you want to do it, and then you've got your connection here for the CDI, and then you've got your two separate here for the coil, and then another one for your kill switch, which I've already connected up. That is basically the electrics. Fold it the best way you can under here, keep it out of the water as best as possible, and that's basically the electrics. Let's put it all together. Right, so that's all the electrics done, connected up to the CDI, and they're all tucked in nicely under there. That one's just, like I said, a light switch, all connected to the kill switch, so that all looks good, sorted there. Next up, fitting some new brake pads to the Brembo. They're down there, so if you look at the old ones, they were pretty knackered, so some nice new fresh ones to go in.
3 days later.
KHR. I haven't done this for very long, have I?
Haven't done this for very long.
There you go.
Pitbike champion can't fix his own bike.
I can't bleed brakes. All the rest I did myself.
You can ride the thing, but can't fix it.
I'll put that in there. Right, so for the finishing touches from the 125 to 140, we have come to KHR Motorcycles in Lowestoft. He's bled the brake, put some fresh oil in, and yeah, just done the finishing touches. So anyone local to Lowestoft or the Norfolk area, got bike problems, KHR Motorcycles, get in contact, and there's the phone number on his back there. Alright guys, so I think we're now at the final day of finishing my old 140 off, ready for the Moped Mayhem on the 30th, which is just under a week away. We're Boxing Day now and it's on the 30th. I hope you all had a good Christmas, by the way, all my subscribers, friends, followers, everyone, family, all had a really good Christmas. I certainly had a good one. So yeah, if my camera works a bit shit, people, I just say I got a new gimbal for Christmas and I'm working out how to use it a bit at the moment. So yeah, but it's very good. I just got to get used to using it. Anyway, so the final few bits are nearly done. The clutch bolt brackets came from Daniel Pearson, so a massive shout out to him, because I couldn't find anyone to get him, but for some reason I thought he will be the guy to have him, because he has everything related to pit bikes. Big shout out to Kai for doing the rear brake fluid. I don't use the rear brake, as you guys know, but I don't know how strict they're going to be on screwing near, and so I thought I better get it bled up, and I'm shit at that sort of thing, so he did that for me. You'll see a little bit in the clip previous for doing that. And then Sam Palmer, who made a little clip up for our brake reservoir that was broken. I'll get you a closer clip of that later. Apart from that, we are all done now. So today the final stages are, we're going to put those two clutch bracket bolts in, we're going to get some fuel in the bike, and then we're going to hopefully see if it starts. So it should all be good today. I've also got to do two connectors on the coil, but apart from that, we're all ready to go. Speak to you later, guys. Right guys, so she's all ready to go now, all back together. We're about to start her up. I'm not going to lie, I have already started her up before I'm filming this, guys, so she does go smoothly, she sounds really good, and I'm really looking forward to the endurance next week. So yeah, cheers guys for watching this little video. It's been a bit broken up because I started my new job before Christmas, so I've only had Sundays off to make up the days that I've needed to have off for Christmas. So yeah, over the last couple of months obviously I've been a bit quiet on the old YouTube, but I have been doing a bit of training as well. I've been doing quite a lot of running recently. Me, Sean and Reese have entered a half marathon at Alton Park in February, so I'll do a little vlog on that. That'd be quite cool. So I've been doing a bit of running, and so have some of the other pit bike boys, and I'll put a few little clips of what they've been sending me over Facebook Messenger. And there is a bit of a funny clip of stupid Chris, who decided to go out and do a bit of practice over the winter, which I don't recommend anyone doing. It's cold, wet and horrible, and we're just doing this Teesside Moped Mayhem for a bit of fun. But going to practice in this weather, Chris, what are you doing? Cheers guys for watching. If you haven't already, we're getting closer and closer to that 1,000 subscribers now, so please click the link down below, hit subscribe, or that little button up there that's now coming up. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you for the Moped Mayhem race. See you later guys. Bye.
Don't worry about that running shit. It's like hitting the shit out of things.
Been out here for days. It's pretty fucking snowy now. Lost my bearings completely. Probably not going to make it out. I love you all.
This is absolute bullshit. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing that case then? When are we going to go home?
Nearly 5 miles in. I look forward to get off this river stretch. Fucking wind. But yeah, not too bad. I think this is alright. Fucking shins are hurting. Look forward to getting on tarmac.
Morning all. Just up at Lockwell. Been out for the first session. Yep, he is clearing up after me. I'm packing. Bars are twisted. Kill switch is gone. Plastics are fucked. Good crash.